Welcome back to Kickin' Flavor. Got some dope sneaker content for you today. Got some good news to discuss. We got some pictures that surfaced of two different type of Supreme collabs. We're gonna talk about the Nike Air BAKIN and Air Force One. So we got two Supreme collabs coming real soon. All right, we also gonna talk about the Griffey Air Max 1. We just seen a colorway, a certain colorway, the Cincinnati Red. Now it's not the Cincinnati Red that you think, but it's still a dope colorway. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into that, all right? We also gonna talk about Ja Morant's debut shoe, the Ja Morant 1. It's a dope looking shoe. We've seen it in a couple different styles, but this new scratch colorway to surface, and it's a reverse scratch colorway to surface. Now the reverse scratch is just a PE, but we still got photos. We still gonna look at it. We still gonna talk about it, all right? And lastly, we're gonna talk about the first look at the Black Flint, the Black Flint 13s. They coming out this year. My favorite 13s of the year. I think they're gonna be the best 13s of the year. We got a first look. You know, we only have mock-ups at first. We got the real pictures. We're gonna talk about that today. Now, if you enjoy this content or find it entertaining or you like the information, like, share, subscribe, and help the channel grow. Thanks for watching. Let's get into the sneaker content. Now, we recently got some news of some new Supreme collabs. All right, we seen pictures of the Air BAKIN. They have two different colorways, and then we seen a picture or some mock-ups of the Baruch Brown Supreme Air Force Ones that's about to come out. So Supreme is staying busy with the Nike brand, getting these collabs out for the summer, you know what I'm saying, and into the holiday season. Now let's talk about these Air BAKINs first. All right, now these are Nikes that, you know, these came out in '97. All right, so this is a shoe that's been around for a long time, y'all, and at one point this was the it shoe. This was worn, this was Tim Hardaway's unofficial shoe. A lot of people like to credit Tim Hardaway. He one of the dudes that kind of started the crossover, one of the first guys with the crossover. A lot of people, when the first time they ever seen a crossover, it was Tim Hardaway. So these were his unofficial shoes, and this was the it shoe at one time in '97, y'all. The Air BAKIN was going to be one of the leading shoes for Nike. You know, they were getting NBA players to wear it. You know, it had a lot of buzz. A lot of people were excited about the shoe. It was really the it shoe at the time. They had a posit colorway and a posit shoe, and they also had ACG boot types of the Air BAKIN as well. So, you know, if you got a Nike shoe and they make posits out of it, or they make the ACG boots out of it, it's a shoe that Nike wants to appeal to people. It's a shoe that Nike wants to be in a lot of stores and in front of a lot of people's face. So this was definitely the Nike, the it shoe for Nike at the time. It's even an old photo of Carmelo in the 9th grade balling in the shoe. So a lot of people love this shoe. It was on its rise up until Air BAKIN was released. It was a little bit of controversy behind it. The sign on the back that said Air, it resembled Allah in Arabic text. So that offended a lot of people, and the shoe really never recovered after that controversy. So you could get canceled in the late '90s too, as we see with this situation. You know, the powers that be, the people who felt offended, you know, they tried to cancel Nike. They tried to get them out of there. Obviously, they didn't get Nike out of here, but they did get the Baskin the fuck up out of there, man. Yeah, people kind of forgot about this shoe. You know, it wasn't as hot. That controversy kind of lingered around, you know what I'm saying? And then other shoes came along and kind of replaced it. People kind of forgot about it, but I'm glad this shoe is coming back in two new colorways. Now, the Supreme Air BAKIN is going to release on March 2nd, all right, and it's going to be in two different colorways. Black, speed red, multicolor, and white and Amarillo is going to be the other colorway. Now, I don't know the availability of the shoe. I don't got any stock numbers, and I also don't have a retail price, but as soon as I get that, it will be here on Kickin' Flavor, and I'll let y'all know. Now, y'all let me know in the comments. Are y'all getting this Air BAKIN? Are y'all happy it returned? Y'all think it should have, you know what I'm saying, stayed on the sideline? You think it's ugly? Let me know in the comments. Okay, now let's talk about this Ja Morant, the Ja ones from Nike. All right, we all know Kyrie, after his situation with Nike, he left. This is, I guess, was going to be the shoe that kind of replaced him. You know what I mean? Kyrie's so good. A lot of NBA players like Kyrie's. They were comfortable shoes. You know what I mean? Obviously, his issue wasn't selling shoes or the quality of his shoes. He had off the court problems that, you know, led to this. So, you know, Ja Morant was, I guess, the guy that Nike was trying to usher in to replace Kyrie or just, you know, fill that void. Now, we've seen a couple different versions of the shoe early. I think it was one with diamonds or something like that that was, you know, a more premium version of the shoe. But this scratch colorway here, this is the one that I see people reacting to most. This is a dope colorway, man. I really like this shoe. It's not too much, you know what I mean? If you're a fan of those 90s Grizzlies or, you know, early 2000 Grizzlies uniforms, this kind of matches that vibe, matches that colorway. This is a real dope shoe, man, and it's a low profile shoe, sleek looking, just like the Kyrie, man. And, you know, I didn't want to see Kyrie leave Nike, but to be honest, you know, my honest opinion, Nike did, you know, replace him. They're doing this right. You know, at the beginning of the Josh shoe rollout, it was kind of iffy. I didn't know what was going on. Those colorways that preview, you know, earlier for the shoe, they didn't really do it justice. This colorway right here does it justice. I don't know if it's just these colors that bring that nostalgic feeling back from those Grizzlies uniforms or what, but this just looked like a clean, fresh shoe to me, and I'm liking the vibes that it's giving. And y'all, we also seen Ja rocking some reverse scratch. To me, these look even better. You know what I'm saying? I like both pair. I think both pair are good. 8 to 9 out of 10. I'm not sure about the resale value. I know the retail is 110. So, you know, that's not you know, extremely pricey. That's a nice price for a good looking shoe. They look comfortable, you know what I'm saying? They look like you can get on the court and, you know what I'm saying, go to town in them. So I'm rocking with the shoe so far, but like I said, for the aesthetics, I do like the reverse better. Now, for right now, we do know the reverse scratch is just a, you know, it's just a PE, it's just a player exclusive. But I think it's gonna be some pressure, man, and Nike may end up releasing these. I mean, why not? As far as, you know, a first shoe, this scratch colorway, man, as far as the young guys go, this is one of the top ones. I think this is one of the best shoe debuts. I know Zion had some nice kicks that people liked. I know Luka had some nice shoes that people like. But this Ja Morant one, this is one of the top debuts of a shoe that I've ever seen. You know, us seeing the scratch colorway and the reverse, knowing that there's a chance that it could be a reverse to have both of these colorways, you know, as a general release. Like I said, that the PE, that's just the PE, that's his player exclusive. You know, we don't know if that's gonna come or not, but the scratch alone, this is a dope shoe, man. I really like this shoe. Now, there isn't a release date for it, but when I get one, when I get that information, it will be here on Kick and Flavor. Now, the other Supreme collab we got was with a low top Air Force One. The colorway is Baroque Brown. It's gonna retail at $118 and it will be available for the holiday, all right? That's really all the information I have about this shoe. I think Supreme is gonna monitor the collab with the Air BAKIN, see how that does, and then more things are gonna come out about the shoe. That's kind of how Supreme does some things, especially an Air Force One. You know, the Air BAKIN, that's kind of different, but the Air Force One, there's a lot of potential for a Supreme Air Force One. We've all seen the white Supreme Air Force Ones. You know, it's just a regular Air Force One. They just got a little Supreme sign on it, and it's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, because people, you know, are driven by hype like that, Supreme can kind of sit back and wait and see what's gonna happen. The more mystery that surrounds the shoe, it's probably gonna drive the price up, all right? So it's not a lot known about the shoe. We just know it's gonna be the holiday season, $118. I mean, that's not bad for a Supreme Air Force One. You know what I'm saying? That's not a bad price. The retail could go crazy, you know what I mean? Supreme doesn't have to do a lot. Just put Supreme on some shit. And people can kind of charge what they want, you know what I'm saying? That's what we had at the sneaker game. And, you know, I'm not bitching, I'm not complaining, but with this specific shoe, like I said, I will have to see the specifics of the shoe. It's gonna be hard to get. It's a Supreme Air Force One, so there's hype beasts out there that's gonna be pumping it regardless. The shoe could be trash, this shit could, you know, it could just be garbage, but just because it's Supreme, it's gonna get attention and people gonna talk about it. I'm talking about the shit right now. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all know any other details that I get about the shoe. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'll have all the information and all the specifics about the shoe as far as the date and the amount of shoes that's being released right here on Kick and Flavor. Now let's get into one of my favorite shoes, possibly my top five to seven of all time, probably top 5, man. Griffey Max Ones. I'm a big fan of the Griffeys. I like this shoe. I'm glad to see the shoe back. Now, this shoe will release March 30th, all right? The Griffey Max One. Now, the name of this is Reds, after the Cincinnati Reds. You know, when people seen that the Cincinnati Reds colorway was coming out in the Griffey, y'all know the one that we thought. We thought it was the black, red, and white shoe. That would have been what people wanted. But we cool with this shoe, man. This Cincinnati Reds one, it's a new look. I'm not sure if this is a brand new colorway. I think it could be. I'm not sure. Y'all can let me know in the comments. But this is good too, man. This is a beautiful shoe, man. This looks almost just as good as the regular Cincinnati Reds colorway. Now, while it's not as good as the original Cincinnati Reds colorway, this is giving fans of the Griffey like myself hope. Nike needs to release Griffeys more often, man. Y'all, Nike has got to understand how much people like the shoe, how much people are excited about the shoe. I think they could do more with this shoe. I don't know if they usually have the numbers limited, or they just don't, you know, they don't feel like people, you know, will invest in the shoe, or the resale value not there with Air Maxes or Jordans. I don't know what the case is, but they definitely need to produce this shoe more. It's a lot they can do with the colorways. It's a lot of colorways out there. You know, they just haven't come out often. Now, this shoe is gonna retail at $170, all right? Now, the official colorway for this shoe is pure platinum and varsity red. And like I said, we hope this is an inclination, this is a little hint that the university red and black Cincinnati colorway will come out. Even if it doesn't, I think there will be more Griffeys this summer. That's how I feel. I feel like this is going to be a summer where they drop multiple Griffeys. We've known about this one for a while, but I think the summer of 2023, Nike's going to try to do some out-of-the-box stuff with the BAKINs. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to switch it up, man. You know, bring Griffeys into this lineup, have them in heavy rotation, just like they do Jordans and Air Force Ones and Dunks. You know what I mean? Have Griffeys in that same rotation, because Griffey shoes have fans out there, you know what I mean? And it's even people out there who are willing to pay resale. You know what I mean? If they can't get them, you know, retail or below, they're gonna pay the resale price. So Nike, get more Griffeys out there. And like I said, I don't think this will be the only Griffey to drop this summer. Once I get news of another one, I'm gonna let y'all know here on Kickin' Flavor. Now, the last piece of news that we're gonna get to, the official pictures of the black Flint 13s drop. Now, before this, all we had was renderings, all we had was mock-ups. Shout out Z Sneakerhead, shout out Sneaker News, shout out Sneaker Buzz, all the ones, House of Heat, all the IGs that come up with these amazing mock-ups. Another mock-up that y'all hit right on the head, man. As we see the official pictures, it looks pretty much just like the mock-ups. The black Flint 13s, and these look dope, man. They did not disappoint. This is my favorite 13 of the year. I think this is going to be the one. And we had some fire 13s this year, man. We have the weeks coming for the holiday season. We had the playoff 13s drop. Those two right there, fire, crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I think this black Flint 13, that's going to be my favorite out of all the 13s that dropped this year. Now, I am seeing them on a couple of sites. Now, it's not a lot of sizes available, but they are on a lot of sites. But they're all over 270. They're all over 270, and I know it's early. These still have yet to come out. I don't have the exact release date in front of me, but if I do get the release date, I'm gonna put it up on the screen and let y'all see the release date for these black Flint 13s. But you know, they are the resale value right now is over 270. So yeah, man, that's a good sign so far. A lot of people are feeling these shoes. This is going to be a big release for 13s this year. So a lot of good options in today's episodes. Forces, BAKINs, Griffeys, Jais, you know what I mean, 13s. A lot of different things going on. A lot of stuff going on in the sneaker world. Now, if you enjoyed this content, if you find it informational or you find it entertaining, like, share, subscribe, and help the channel grow. Any news that I got containing any of these sneakers, I'm going to be right back here letting y'all know on Kickin' Flavor. Thanks for watching. See you next time.